Hi everybody, Laura here from Razor's Edge Hair Salon and Wig Boutique in Timmins, Ontario. It's good to see you all. I go live on Tuesdays at noon, 12 to 12:30. So I always post my videos after if you can't come during the live. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am wearing this little Tony of Beverly Beauty. This is Haley in the color Rooted Sandstone. Isn't she just a beautiful little wig? Tucked her in a bit just to tame her down a bit. Just a nice big curl. Look how much fun this wig is. Haley has a little bit of a lace front to her. Really pretty little girl. If you like a little more curls here, you can also wear her like that. I'm a tucker, so I like to tuck in. So again, this was Ailey from Tony of Beverly in the color Rooted Sandstone. Hi, Françoise. Thanks for joining. Up next, I've got this other little one from Tony of Beverly. This is Nia in the color Caramel Kiss. Nia has a lace front also. The rest is basic cap. As you can see, the caps are nice and breathable. For those of you that think a wig might be warm, they're actually not warm. They're very comfortable to wear because the air does come in. They're not the wigs from before, you know. Isn't that a pretty? This is Caramel Kiss. And this is another pretty little wig. Now, Tony of Beverly runs a little bit bigger. So if you have a smaller circumference, it's got a nice, or a bigger circumference, it's got a nice stretch cap. So it will stretch nicely. This is the back of Naya. Thank you. So again, Tony of Beverly, Naya and Color Caramel Kiss. And Naya is one of their new release. So this wig is just a recent wig that's come out. You can see, you can lift it up. You make your wig your own. See how easy it is. You get to the root, you can lift, you can comb down if you like less volume. You make it your own. Now you like to wear your wigs. I personally like volume, but not everybody likes volume, right? Now there's this cute little Winner. I often show Winner. Winner is such a pretty wig from Raquel Welch, a very popular little wig. Hi Friday, it's good to see you. This one is the color is Glaze Sand 1621. Not everybody likes a rooted wig, so this is a really pretty wig that's not a rooted style. So many wigs do have the root tour. This little blonde one doesn't. And Winner's got to be my most popular little pixie haircut. Winner comes in a petite size, comes in a large size, you know. They wouldn't do that if it wasn't one of their best sellers, you know. Hi, Louise. Good to see you. Hi, Marlene. It's good to see you. So again, this is Winner in 1621 Sandstone. Very pretty little lady. And again, you can put more. You can put less bangs if you prefer less bangs. Just give yourself a little width. See how easy she is to work? And you want to make sure I'm wearing it a little bit low. See, when I bring it up a bit, you want to be at 4 fingers above your eyebrows. Any lower, it screams wig. See, when I brought it up a bit, the difference it made in how it sat. And now very little bangs or more. You play with it. You make it your own. You wear it like you would your own bang, you know? Again, this is the back. Okay, next up is this little genre no one. This is Chris in 56F51, which is 56 is your silver. 51 is a little bit of a darker silver. Similar to Winner, but of course a little bit longer. There's a style for everybody. Not everybody goes silver the same way. So it's so nice. There's so many different silvers and whites to match what your own natural is, right? You want to try to get as close. You can't get 100% match, but you can try to get as close as possible to your match. Isn't that pretty? Lift her up a bit, bring her down. See how I'm just running my fingers through changes how it looks. Can do a little clip too if you want. You know, so many things you can do. Okay, this is winter again. I do like the little winners. I'm going to show her to you in this color too. This is smoked walnuts. Again, we're going back to all the different silvers out there. This is like your light blonde with a little bit of silver streaming through it. How many ladies start going silver that way? Just to say there's a bit, but there's still blonde in their hair. So this is called smoked walnut. Again, look at what a pretty little pixie it is, that winner. It's always good to know your wig measurements. If you come in, I'll measure your head. But if you're not from here and you want to do a virtual consultation, which a lot of ladies do, you know, lots of my clients do. It's nice to know your head measurements, even if it's not with me, a virtual consultation with anybody else, or you're ordering online. It's good to know your sizing, and it's also good to talk to someone knowledgeable there, because there's some wigs that even someone comes in, I know they're petite. I'm not going to pull out an Aesthetica or Tony of Beverly for them because I know it's going to fit too small. So it's really good to know your measurements. So you just follow your circumference. It's giving me a hard time here, of course. So you just this is where your wig would sit. So you go the back at your occipital bone, follow the occipital bone, bring it back up. If you have to bring it down a bit, you can. So this is where your wig would sit. So this is where you want to measure. You come back to the front. Now, we know what you would know what your circumference is. So if you're arranging towards petite or true average, you know, I'm 21 and a half, 21 and 3/4. So that's an average. That's a nice average. But some are 20 and a half, some are 21. You're veering more towards the petite. But if you're more like the 22 and a half, 23, then especially 23 and higher, then you would want to look at the Aesthetica or Tony of Beverly. So that's why it's nice to have that consultation with someone. Unless you're a seasoned wig wearer, you would know what I'm telling you right now. You might have gotten a few ones in that don't fit you in order to know that. So it's always nice to talk to the person that works there, because that's our job, right? To help you out, make a proper choice. It's easy when you come in the salon because you're right there, and I'll look at you and I'll know what to pull down that will suit you. I'm not gonna make you, have you try on something that I know is not gonna fit you and get you tempted for this one wig that simply not gonna work. But mind you, some people don't mind a looser fit, and some don't mind a tighter fit. Like the Noricos that I'm wearing one. They fit more snug. They have a smaller feel to them. So even if you have a little bit of a bigger head, I've lost some weight. I used to be 22 and a half, so I can speak from having two sizes on my head. Now I'm 21 and 3/4, so it's a little bit smaller. So I can relate to both, believe it or not. But even Noriko, when I first got a Noriko, it would be snug on me, but it stretches nicely to fit your head. So if it's a bit snugger to start with, that's okay, you know. And even bigger, it's like your pair of jeans. You might prefer a pair of jeans that fits a little snugger, and someone might like one that fits a little bigger. So often also in the eye of the beholder, right? It's what you feel comfortable with. But especially if you have a lace front, you want a good fitting wig because you don't want it to start bunching. If it's too big, it could bunch. But with a basic cap, there's more forgiveness as to what you pick. This is such a cute little wig. This is Cameron, from Noriko in creamy toffee. Again, not a rooted style, but not everybody wants the rooted style, right? So it's got a little bit of a wave at the back, as you saw when I did my turn. So if you like to lift up a bit, you have a little bit of a base to start, or you can pass the hairbrush in here and really straighten her out. You have that choice. So this is Cameron, another popular little wig from Noriko, which is Rene of Paris, one of their collections. This next one is again Noriko. This one is Alva in the color Espresso. Basic cap, again, your basic cap, breathable cap. If you're worried you might be warm, the air does flow in there. Hi, Marnie, Joe, and hello, Shirley. Good to see you, ladies. Thanks for joining. So again, this is Alva in Espresso. Alva has only been out a few years. She's not been out that long. Beautiful, beautiful little wig. A little easy to cut a bit more of a fringe also if you want, or you can just wear it to the side, send it to the side. Again, you want to make sure you're at your 4 fingers. Now, I wear a nylon cap in the salon for wigs. It's just for hygiene. I don't wear a nylon cap with my wigs, but lately I've started wearing some of these new caps, and I must say I enjoy it. I enjoy them. Those little net ones, even if you have a bit more hair to tuck underneath, you might really enjoy that netting one. The nylon cap, I find that I've got on today, I just dispose of it after one use. But the other ones are nice. They wash nice, and they might help to hold your wig in place. I have one open. I don't have one open, but still, this gives you a good idea, even in the package, I'm sure what they look like, you know. So this is the back of Alva. Isn't she a beautiful, beautiful little wig? See how I can get in there, lift up a bit if you want a little bit more volume. You could back comb it a bit. You just style her like you would style your own hair. So again, this was Alva from Norrico. So again, a little bit of a smaller fit. Now this next one I'm going to put on is a little bit of a larger fit. This is Jameson in Caramel Kiss Route 4 from Estetica. Jameson as a lace front mono part. More give, a little bit more room in her. So if you have you can see I'm putting my fingers in there and there's lots of room. And when I put a wig on, I hold at the back like I just did. I bring it to the back. And then especially if you have a lace front, you don't want to be playing with that lace because if you damage that lace, it's damaged. So what you do, it's hard to bring back. You can, but it's a lot of work. You got to treat it with TLC, you know. See how I'm just holding on to the hair. At no point did I touch that lace. Now I'm going to lift it up a bit and place it. Now if you have a wig grip underneath or one of those lace things, by lifting a bit like that too, you're not moving your wig grip out of the way. Because some people like to wear their hair with a wig grip. It just helps to hold it in place. Now there's different ones. There's these that have a little bit of a lace. You match up your lace with where your lace would be, with where your part would be. So this is the one from John Renault. And there's also some that have a Velcro closure. Come in different colors to match, but you want to make sure you don't see the wig grip. You want it behind the lace front. So by lifting the way I just did, it's going to sit behind it. And some of them have, this one also has a lace, but it's got the Velcro instead of this little. So there's different one. That one's a little thicker too. So if you have a little bit of a smaller head, you might like a slightly thicker one. So there are options, and now they all have ear grips. Now see, my wig is still crooked. I've got one back here, one here. So again, I'm just lifting slightly and placing in place. And ta-da, now my wig is nice and straight. But make sure you're at 4 fingers. That's where your hairline would be. I have a few petite ladies that are at 3 fingers, but I'd say 90% of the population need to be at 4. Look at when I bring her down a bit. That does not sit the same, right? But when it's in the right place, my gosh, it's an amazing looking little wig, you know. So it's not just the wig, but it's how you wear it that makes a difference. Now this is Jameson. This is the back of Jameson. Very pretty. And with the lace front, if you like to wear your hair back, you could bring this back and wear it back. Look how nice that is. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. And you can, bring your glasses in. Your glasses, people ask me, are they on top or underneath? You slide them underneath the wig, your glasses, not on top. Hi, Ferns. Good to see you. So again, this was Jameson from Estetica in the color Caramel Kiss Route 4. Okay. Next one is this cute little one from Tony of Beverly, which again has a really nice stretch cap to her. This is Avery in the color Kahlua. Beautiful little color Kahlua. Lace. It's got the nice lace front. It goes back enough to their lace. Lots of stretch. They're known for their stretch cap. And all the wigs also have adjusters, either like a bra strap adjuster or a Velcro adjuster. So you can play with a little bit, make it smaller or bigger. And these are the ear tabs I was talking about. They're like a V shape on most wigs, and they're like a metal. So you want to make sure that that ear tab is either straight or going towards the head, never out, because especially if you're new to wigs, you might be playing with that ear tab more. And I've seen new wig ladies just move that tab out. You want to make sure that tab is, like I say, even or coming down, because otherwise it's not going to look natural. So it's something to look for. Little tips that you should know. So again, this is Avery in Kahlua. Isn't just Avery a beautiful wig? More give to her. It's a Tony of Beverly, so a little bit more room to move. Heather, isn't she gorgeous? You can lift up more, you can tuck in, you make it your own. Now, if you want to compare Avery to a Caramel Kiss, this is a Caramel Kiss. They're similar, but you can see the Kahlua is different company, but Caramel Kiss or Caramel Kiss, they're close. You can see that the Caramel Kiss is a little bit of a warmer brown than what the Kahlua is. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. You can always go back because I post it. It's always fun those wig lives. I hope you all enjoy them and you learn something. If you have questions, please don't hesitate and ask. I love questions. So again, this was Avery from Tony of Beverly, and you can see she's not a dense wig at all. She's just such a beautiful wig. Okay, next up is Jackson in creamy toffee rooted. Jackson has a basic cap again. Most Noriko wigs have a little bit more permatease, and Jackson is one of those. But what a pretty, sexy little wig. I call this the Jennifer Aniston look. Her name's Jackson, this wig, but look at how pretty she is. Now, a little bit more height. If you're a person that likes really flat hair, this wig wouldn't be for you. But if you don't mind a little bit more, and I always say if you're new to wigs, I would start just with more of a basic cap. Then if you find you're wearing your wig, then maybe invest more. Try a lace front, mono top, so your investment goes up. But with starting with a basic cap gives you an idea if you're going to wear it or not. And also, it's a little easier to look after. If you start having a lace front, I showed you earlier how to lift for a lace front, they're a little more delicate. So this is more of a workhorse. This will last you longer. You're not going to have to treat it as gently as you would a lace front. Lace front, you hear seasoned wig wearers, and they help each other out, give you tips on how to fix your lace front if you should have ripped it. So there's a lot of pages you can follow and learn. But if you're a new wig wearer, simplify your life. That's what I say. Unless you really don't have much hair and you don't want to, then this might not be for you. You might want the lace front, but even the lace front mono part is not quite as expensive as a full mono. So again, a good wig to start with. Like me, I like lots of volume. So I like these kind of wigs. I like to lift them up. That's just who I am as a person. I've got some with the lace front mono part, and I don't reach for them as often because they're so much flatter. I've got to get my dry shampoo in there, and I put my wig sprays and I back comb a bit to try to get some height in there. So again, it's what you prefer. You try to get a wig that's closer to what your likings are. Or if you're losing your hair and you had lots of hair, and let's say you're about to start treatment, well, it's nice to match your hair, so you'd be okay with something like that because you're used to a lot of hair, right? So it's nice to 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 go for what you're more used to. Hi, Lisa. It's good to see you. So again, this is Jackson. This is such a popular little wig. I've had her in different colors. I've got to reorder again because a lot of my new wig wearers are coming in. They like a shoulder length wig, and again, shoulder length's a little more, less work than a long wig. It's not going to tangle as easy. It's easier to look after, you know. So this is when it's always a good seller in the shop for first time wig wearers, and even not that season wearers. It's a cute little wig. It's a sexy little wig. Look at that. You can also do a little, put a little clip in there. You can come back and even a little jaw clip at the back. You have fun with it. You style her like you would your own hair. Now, you saw what permatease looks like from this little Noriko I showed you. Now, this one has that lace front mono part I was telling you about. This is Megan in Butter Caramel. That's from my Canadian company. Heat friendly, so with a curling iron on low heat, you could do a few curls on her. It's got the lace front I was talking about, mono part that you have to be a bit more careful with. Now, when I grab my wig, I always grab from the back. I set it about just above my eyes when I put my wig on, and I try not to strain. Then I bring it down. If you have a bit of a ponytail here, you gotta go over, you go over. But don't stretch too much down here. You can always go. And don't ever grab the sides. I've seen some ladies come in where they were playing with the sides and they're starting to stretch them. You don't have to. If you just touch the bottom here, you're okay to place your wig. Now you'd come back. I've got a little bit of a mess going on, right? That'd be you if you're, especially first times. Now you can see how it's sitting low. Just lift her up gently. I'm grabbing the hair. I'm lifting gently. If I had a wig rip, my wig rip would not have moved. I didn't damage my lace front. Now I feel for my ear tabs, make sure they're even. Now let's see, oh, it's a little, you can see it's a flatter look than what Jackson wore. They're two similar wigs, two similar cute, sexy little wigs, but you can see it just sits a little, it's a little flatter on top. So if you like flatter, you probably prefer Megan over Jackson, you know? But Megan's a little bit more work and heat-friendly wig. Sometimes it's good to have a hot airbrush. I know a good one from Hot Tools that has a plastic barrel that's good on your heat-friendly and non-heat-friendly wigs. You want to make sure you get a plastic barrel. It's going to be so much gentler on your hair. You can see plastic barrel. This is 1.5 inches. This is what the box looks like. You're not going to damage your wigs with that. And once in a while, the ends get a little frayed. You pass this a little bit, and it just totally helps it. So again, Megan, so you can see how a lace front mono part compared to the regular permatease sits different. Excuse me. I do a lot of talking in half an hour. So again, this was Megan Butter Caramel. So a nice warm blonde. Warm blondes are in. Warm browns are in. This year I was at a hair show in the spring. I'm also a hairstylist, and they were saying the warm colors are in. You look at actresses, warm colors are in. That was last spring, so we'll see that. It's a year already, man. Time goes so fast. But we'll see what's new this year. But it was new, so those warm colors are still in. Just sometimes we're always a little bit shocked about how time flies, right? Now there's this other cute little one. This is from Treasure Flawless Waves in the color 38, 51, 60. So that's a combination of different whites in there. Basic cap, a little bit of a bang. Can bring the bang to the side. That's pretty. So Flawless Waves from Treasure, basic cap, cute tucked in. Again, I know I've said it before, you make your wig your own, you style your wig like you would your own hair. Now there's Layla from Noriko in the color Creamy Toffee. LR stands for a long root, so it's got a long root. This is the inside of Layla lace front mono part. Again, Had a beautiful wig with long root, you know. Beautiful, luscious, big waves. Now, see how it comes with a zigzag part? Most wigs have a zigzag part. Now, that's not very complimenting. If I was, if you were to, excuse me, if you were to buy the wig, I would take this out, but it shows you that it's a new wig. Most new wigs have that zigzag part. That's just a way of knowing nobody's worn her, right? But this is her lace front. If you want to see the lace front a little bit closer, and I'm just going to move that part of it. It's driving me crazy. It takes away from this beautiful, beautiful wig. But I would definitely pass a comb through there and take it out. This is the back. And those long roots are so in. Some people like those long roots, right? So again, Layla from Noriko. And see if you have, again, I didn't touch the lace because it's lace. But if you feel like there's a little bit of hair underneath, just pass your finger gently through. Oh, I hate when I start coughing like this. I'm so sorry, guys. There's also this little beauty. This is Layla again in the smoky gray rooted. So that's just a regular root. It's not a long root. Again, that lace front mono part. And that one seems to have enough room underneath it. This same as the other one. It's Rene Paris. So Rene Paris doesn't run as small as what Noriko does. Noriko is one of their collections that's smaller. So this one definitely has room underneath to tuck in extra hair. This is smoky gray. In that color, you're not noticing that zigzag part as much as we did on the other one. Now, this is Linden in color Cashmere Brown SR. So it's a root, short root. Linden as the lace front, mono part. Looking at her a little closer there. This is a new release of theirs too. That's a newer release. Feeling for my ear tabs. So you can see I'm just moving my ear tabs, lifting the whole thing. So if you had a wig grip underneath or a nylon underneath, you're not going to move it as much than if you were just dragging it, you know, and easier on your hair. Isn't Linden just beautiful, beautiful little wig? My goodness, you can tie her back, put a little clip on her, put her back. For those ladies that like long hair. For me, I've never had long hair, so I wouldn't know what to do. Like for myself, you know, the longer your wig, the more work they are. They've got to be maintained. They've got to be combed, you know. Definitely they are more work. I'm going to show you one last one. I'm going to go back to my Canadian company. Heat friendly. This is Kate in color 10R. So just a lighter brown. Kate is as the lace front mono part again. Being from my Canadian company, they're affordably priced too, you know, for a beautiful quality wig. So look at her length too. Isn't that just a gorgeous, gorgeous length? This is the back. This is your lace front. And there we go. This is it for today. I got to chit chat for another half hour with you guys. I appreciate you joining me. And I hope you all have a wonderful week and that you take care. It was a pleasure. Any questions before I hang up? Before I let you guys go? Hi, Josie at Instagram. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Well, again, thank you. And you take care. Have a wonderful week. Bye.